of reasonable medical research. It's such a tremendous day. Now we have gathered here to take a moment, relax, and look back at the journey to this point, and remember the struggle and it was strong enough to make a change. The power to make the change has been given by science and research. It has shown that we need to make health research infrastructure strong. RMRC is another step in this direction. As a smaller unit and minimal staff, this center has already demonstrated not taking much time. Now, I would like to invite the dignitaries of the dais. First of all, Chief Guest Officer. Guest of Honor, Shri Vivek Thakurji, Honorable Member of Parliament, Rajya Sabha. Dr. Sanjay Mehendle, former Additional DG, ICMR. Sabiran Panda, a very new latest Additional DG of ICMR. And Dr. Rajnikant, Director RMRC. Thank you all on the dais as well as on the ground for taking their valuable time.
Hello, sir. Right, sir. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Wait, sir. Wait. Okay, sir. Please. Sir, is your name? Hello, sir.
मास्क हटाओ
सर मार्क्स सर यस यहाँ पे वेट सर यस ओके
अरे जूम करके
मैम वेट यस
तरह से नमन मैं करूं आपका, किस तरह से नमन मैं करूं आपका। स्वागतम 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 आपका, स्वागतम 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 आपका। किस तरह से नमन मैं करूं आपका, किस तरह से नमन मैं करूं आपका। स्वागतम 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 आपका। आप आए बड़ी उम्र है आपकी, आप आए बड़ी उम्र है आपकी, आप आए बड़ी उम्र है आपकी। बस अभी नाम लिया आपका, बस अभी नाम लिया आपका। किस तरह से करूं मैं नमन आपका, किस तरह से करूं मैं नमन आपका। स्वागतम 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 आपका, स्वागतम 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 आपका। आपके आने से ये गगन खिल गया, आपके आने से ये गगन खिल गया, आपके आने से ये गगन खिल गया। खूबसूरत है सारा चमन आपका, खूबसूरत है सारा चमन आपका। को करूं मैं नमन आपका, किस तरह से करूं मैं नमन आपका। स्वागतम 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 आपका, स्वागतम स्वागतम आपका। किस तरह से करूं मैं नमन आपका, किस तरह से करूं मैं नमन आपका। स्वागतम 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 आपका, स्वागतम 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 आपका, स्वागतम 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 आपका।
Thank you so much for the great performance. Now,
So we are so grateful that he is here and he could spare some time with us. I also welcome Dr. Mahendle, the former additional DG and currently the Director Research in the hospital, my mentor, my guide and my good friend also, and we worked together during our time whenever we were together and we could do some good work in ICMR. So I am so thankful that you could come here and your support is always with me. So thank you so much. Dr. Sabiran Panda, who is a new additional DG ICMR, is again very good friend of mine, but he never felt you down. He is such a good supporter and he is always such a good mood that you are here. And I also welcome all the team members of RMRC Gorakhpur. And here sir, we have our team from the Lahore district, Gorakhpur station. They are working in the very hard and hard to reach area, very tough area from 13,000 feet above the sea level. They are working and they are here. So I am very thankful they are all here. Thank you so much. Welcome you all here. Today is a very historic day and a proud day for all of us, for the ICMR, because this is the 38th year I am working in ICMR. In 84 I joined ICMR. I think always we have tried to do something good, something better. But I don't think that I could have ever felt that I could achieve this much, that the Prime Minister is inaugurating its center. This is a big day for all of us from the ICMR also. When the Prime Minister is inaugurating an institute of ICMR, number one. Number two, sir, when I started my career, I joined a field station of ICMR, of the National Institute of Malaria Research in IMR. That was a small field station. And when I joined here, an IV field unit, this was again a field station of National Institute of Virology. And converting a field station into a institute, that is again a big achievement for all of us. That how a field station can be converted into an institute, full-fledged institute. We all know that this area, Gorakhpur, this has been one of the most primitive area, backward area, full of problems. And since I belong to UP, I belong to Gorakhpur. When I went to Gujarat, I used to realize how poverty, illiteracy, so there are so many problems. The health infrastructure, poor care, healthcare delivery, health indicators were very, very low. And even in ICMR, we have such a huge network of institutes across the country. But somehow we were not able to set up an institute in the eastern part of the UP. There was only one institute, that was in Agra, in UP. So ICMR was also here in the eastern part of the UP. That was again a big problem. And this Gorakhpur region, Gorakhpur and Basti, they have 7 districts, Kushinagar, Maharajganj, Siddharth Nagar, Devariya, and they were starting with the JE and AES. And the etiology was totally unknown, and the pediatric population, they were suffering a lot. So UP government, the central government requested that ICMR should set up a institute here. Then NIV unit was set up. And the pediatric medical college, I am thankful to Dr. Ganesh Kumar, he is here. He supported, he provided this building. This is the old building. A small unit was set up here of the NIV field unit. And Dr. Bore, he was the officer in charge. After Dr. Bore, Dr. Bode joined here. And they worked together very hard. And our old colleagues, they used to tell us the situation was very bad, roads were not very clear, there were a lot of problems, the wards were full of patients. But they did hard work. And the other institute of ICMR, it was DCRC, NIH, Dr. Morekar, I can't forget the name of Dr. Morekar. He worked so hard here in the Gorakhpur region. The Nari also, they did the social and behavioral research. NIMR, they were supporting the vector control here, Dr. Ghosh and many others. So it was a complete ICMR team work that helped to find out the etiology, and it was found that because once the JE vaccination started in 2006, the JE came down. And even today also we have less than 10% of JE cases. But the AES was not coming down. The ICMR team did exhaustive research and they detected that is the strep typhus that was causing the major problem. So then we prepared the action plan, we prepared a white paper, shared with the UP government and the central government, and that helped in creating the algorithm and creating the awareness also. UP government set up new ETC, that is the Encephalitis Treatment Center, and the program was started. And because of the ICMR support, research support, and the UP government support, luckily now there is a serious decline, about 80 to 90% decline in the AES cases and the mortality also. That is a big achievement for the institute and for the UP government also, and for the country also, that the AES has come down to a significant level. And now we are trying hard at how we can achieve the zero level also. Because once we have vaccination, if vaccine is effective, then we should try the coverage also. If we can cover the 80%, 90% population or 100% coverage is there, we can control the JE. And for the AES also, if the initial treatment is given in early stages, we can prevent the AES also if it is happening because of the strep typhus. But still there are 10 up to 15% etiology is unknown, and we are trying, when this new building is coming up with the support of the NGS, we will try to find out the other etiologies, what are the other reasons for the AES. Now coming to this new institute, this is a big day that the new institute has been set up, and I am again so lucky that the UP government provided land. Dr. Ganesh Kumar again, he supported so much that we could get a land. UP government medical education department, Dr. K.K. Gupta was DG, and the UP government, Yogi also, they supported a lot. They sent a team to the ICMR and they tried to provide us a land. This land was given and the foundation stone was laid in 2018. Dr. Bhargav was a DG ICMR with the Health Minister Dandaji, with Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, the foundation stone was laid. And just in the 3 years, and we all know that we were facing the global pandemic, the COVID-19, and 20 and 21, 2 years there was severe lockdown. people were totally confined to their houses, and the restriction was also on the movement. Traffic was not allowed, neighbors was not there. Despite of all challenges, we were able to achieve, and that is the reason it is a big achievement. कुछ भी हो जाए, हम लोग बोलते हैं हिंदी में कि अगर आप जो है कोशिश करते हैं तो पूरी कायनात आपके साथ आ जाती है. अगर कोशिश की जाए तो पूरी कायनात आपके साथ आ जाती है. अगर दिल में जज्बा हो, कुछ भी काम रोक नहीं पाता है. वही रीजन है. और जो ये हमारा स्टाफ है, इसको स्टाफ को समझा ही नहीं है. I always consider this is a family. Whether they are in Gorakhpur or whether they are in Lahore District, so I always feel they are my family members and we work together as a family, and that is the reason we have been able to deliver today also. So this is a big day, big achievement for all of us, and I should not forget the support I got from the others. There was a building committee, and today we have Dr. Asi Sharma, we have D.K. Srivastava. So regularly we were conducting the building committee meeting. Dr. Kapoch, when he was the DG ICMR, he supported. Advisory committee was constituted. Action plan was prepared. Dr. Joshi, Dr. Asi Sharma, we prepared the SFC document, and that helped a lot. Dr. Lakshmi Narayan, he was also there in NID at that time as an administrative officer. He supported in preparing FC, getting clearance from the CPWD. So whole team was working regularly, and regularly we were monitoring the activities, and we were regularly interacting with the CPWD also, how we can speed up the work, and whenever there was some delay, so I was taking the help from the DG ICMR, and we were writing letter to the DG CPWD so that our work should not never be delayed. So we got support from our engineering section and from the DG ICMR, from the finance section also. So it happened only because of support we got from all corners. Dr. U.T. Gupta is also here. So entire team was working. I think we conducted more than 10 or 15 meetings regularly, building committee meetings. There was a laboratory committee. Dr. Nasir was there, Aruban Vikar was there. So lot of effort was made, and because of a good team, we were able to achieve this milestone. And this is a big day, historic day for all of us. और वही एक छोटी सी कविता फिर से हमें याद आ जाती है, जो एक बार कभी हमेशा बच्चे की ने की थी कि नन्ही सी चींटी जब दाना लेकर चलती है, चढ़ती दीवारों पर 100 बार फिसलती है, मन का विश्वास रगों में साहस बढ़ता है, चढ़कर गिरना, गिरकर उड़ना नहीं अखरता है, आखिर उसकी मेहनत बेकार नहीं जाती, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती. And this is the reason that we always try our level best, we always try what we can do better and better always. And today this is the reason that ICMR has reached a new height. ICMR has become a household name now, and today is a historic day that the Prime Minister inaugurated this building and this institute. This is a proud for all of us. Thank you so much all. Thank you.
Which involves the facilities provided by the institute, major achievements and divisions. And I would like to call our guest of honor today, Honorable MP Shri Vivek Thakurji, to address our audience and share his thoughts. Sir, please.
Respected Dr. Balram Bhargav, Secretary DHR and DG ICMR, Dr. Samiran Panda, Additional DG ICMR, Dr. Sanjay Mehendle, former DG ICMR and currently Director Hinduja Hospital, Mumbai, Dr. Rajnikant, Director RMRC, Gorakhpur, the star of the day I would say, and the august audience here. I think lesser said about the feat that we are all here would be adding more to the beauty and the glory of the day and the achievement that has made us all come here today. And my heartiest congratulations to the Director RMRC Gorakhpur, Dr. Rajnikant, whose speech was reflective of one fact, that how passionately he was involved in the development of this project. As if he remembered the entire 3 years of the beginning and the end of this phenomenal work that he has done in coordination with so many agencies, and as Bihar or Uttar Pradesh as it is, to do such an ambitious project which is very futuristic in nature. And once again, I congratulate you, Dr. Sir, for the stupendous work that you've done, and you've brought a lot of proud to all of us, especially those belonging to the eastern part of the India, that a National Institute of Virology Connect-based center has been set up in Gorakhpur, and it has had a huge history that makes it so logical to have this center here. It's not an out-of-place decision, a government project initiated just to suit the show and the city. And I think I just want to say that how beautiful the timing of needs to start everything afresh. And there's a huge contest going on between science versus science, positive science versus negative science. And we are still in the scientific world, I would say, is still in the process of infancy, struggle, and hard work, and waiting for the final result. And no better time than this to have a research center, and that to an ICMR center in the eastern part of India. And I must also congratulate Dr. Bhargav for the phenomenal work that the leadership, under his leadership, the task force on COVID, and which has your guidance and patience suitable to the population of India, leading to the formulation of policy. And lastly, I would just like to say that it's a very beautiful phase that we are all living in as far as the development of science is concerned. And after ages, the entire scientific world has a challenge that they have to prove the merits of science. And it's such a creation that we all don't know the real tomorrow. And only good thing is that the human effort has been so phenomenal in the last 2.5 years, and especially medical science, which is working in tandem with pharmaceutical science, that we all are able to survive so far and waiting for a beautiful tomorrow. Thank you everyone, and I once again reiterate my firm faith and belief in the institution of ICMR, and congratulations to all of you. Thank you.
Dr. Sanjay Mahendle on the stage for addressing the audience and sharing his insights. We welcome you, sir.
I started my career in NIH, and those of you who know my career in ICMR probably know that soon I shifted out to Nari. It was a very similar kind of a transition. Like there was this new institute which started with 3 scientists from NIH who got shifted to a new institute, and a new institute was formed that time called Nari, and I was a part of it. And so many kinds of things which Dr. Rajnikant just talked about, I have a reminiscence of many things that happened at that time. The whole joy of building a very big institute is really great, and the kind of pleasure that he must be having today, the kind of satisfaction that he might be having today, I totally share with him, and I congratulate you, Dr. Rajnikant, once more, and all the colleagues here for this excellent work that has been done here. We must not forget that this all the times came up with all kinds of differential diagnosis. Never were able to tackle the problem well. One of the things which we must all acknowledge here is the great friendship and collaboration with the story that has unfolded as far as GE and I at that time. under whose guidance this whole work was being carried out. Dr. Lakshmana and I is sitting here providing a lot of administrative help in all of that. ICMR had this great vision of creating and we had a great privilege of being in ICMR at that time with this whole idea that this NIV unit has to now get promoted to a full-fledged ICMR center came up. And soon there was good political criteria that the center that was started really as a small unit of NIV became a center of ICMR, and today we see a huge building coming up. But with this, I think a huge responsibility also comes. We started slow. We know that we have only few scientists in our institute at this point in time. If we have these solid things working, only then we will be able to make great impact in whatever we are trying to do. We should all have kind of skills to identify what are the local problems here, because one of the ideas with which these centers have come up is this, that we have to address the local problems as a regional medical research center, and that gives us a lot of responsibility. Another important mandate that these tremendously in the COVID pandemic in the recent times. That's exactly what is expected. So whenever this is not going to be the end of the story as all a part of this particular institute. This really makes a very bright future for this particular institute. But I would like to remind all of you that this is a time when you have to learn as much as you can. You have to act like a sponge, grab as much as you can at this point of time, profile in a very big way. Because it's a long process to get the permanent staff to the institute, but I'm sure DG sir will help out in that particular direction. But as an immediate step, I think, is we should start working on getting extramural funds. So my best wishes on this particular occasion to Dr. Rajnikant, to you, ICMR, and all the staff members here. Was really very happy and fortunate to be a part of this particular event today. And my best wishes to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your vision for our institute. And sir, it's a pleasure to have you at ICMR-RMRC Gorakhpur. So now we will begin our video. I would like to request AV team to start the video.
Many lessons. Foremost of these is the value of healthcare infrastructure. Government and institutions have taken the lead in this fight in India by diligently laboring to secure the safety of the country's citizens from the threat of sickness and disease. Regional Medical Research Center RMRC, formerly the NIV Field Unit in Gorakhpur, has been working for more than a decade to help some of the most vulnerable and marginalized segments of our society. The center has studied the persistent problem of acute encephalitis syndrome in northeast region of Uttar Pradesh. The all-out efforts in partnership with other ICMR institutes helped in understanding the role of scrub typhus, a major cause of AES in this region, which has resulted in developing an action plan for disease prevention and management towards reduction of the disease burden.
Japanese encephalitis and acute encephalitic syndrome has been a major problem for decades in this region, for which this small unit was established by the Indian Council of Medical Research in 2008. This identified that vaccination is helping in Japanese encephalitis, and it found several etiologies for acute encephalitic syndrome, and the most important one being scrub typhus. Subsequently, the Indian Council of Medical Research decided to set up a regional medical research center, which is being set up, and this center will play a major role in tackling and identifying the risk factors for various diseases in the region, and will be a great role for healthcare in the region.
The new building of the institute with state-of-the-art facility will open new horizons of research in various areas of communicable and non-communicable diseases, as well as help in capacity building and provide support to other medicine institutes of the region.
So new building of the Regional Medical Research Center, that is RMRC, will have facilities for the serological testing, will have facilities for the molecular testing, will have facility for the NGS, that is next generation sequencing. That will help to find out the various etiology of multiple diseases which are happening across the region, maybe communicable disease, maybe vector-borne disease like dengue, malaria, chikungunya, and recently we also faced with the Zika also. So these kind of facilities will help to understand the mechanism of different diseases that will ultimately help in reducing the disease burden and improving the health indicator of the region.
The center has swiftly responded to the COVID-19 pandemic.
ये उस नए भारत की तस्वीर है जो कठिन लक्ष्य निर्धारित कर उन्हें हासिल करना जानता है.
It has established a biosafety level 2 laboratory to enhance its efforts in studying virus and other pathogens. By testing more than 9 lakh samples, they have developed, understand and provided invaluable data on their clinical outcomes for the national campaign against COVID-19. Furthermore, they have established a health and demographic surveillance system to gather data and ensure a holistic and comprehensive approach to healthcare issues, from assuring the transmission of mosquito-borne parasites to conducting TB prevalence surveys to understand the
ICMR and Secretary Department of Health Research under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. My long-time colleague and friend and fantastic researcher, Dr. Sanjay Mahendale, who is currently the Director of Research in the KEM Hospital in Mumbai. My colleague, Dr. Rajnikant, who is not just a colleague, but we do exchange informal moments and cups of teas and coffees together on the dais, and many of my colleagues off the dais and my newly found friends. Some of you came from Lahore Spiti, and then I'm told that one of you love black coffee as I do. So I really feel honored to have this request of sharing a few words with all of you, which includes my newly found friends here. Some moments are such that you do not find adequate words which can express the feeling. I'm sure all of you have experienced that in your life. Some moments are so emotionally charged that words fail. They cannot capture, they cannot express. You will see some of the words which are clearly emotional or expression of emotion. And while Dr. Rajnikant was speaking, that also underlines the same thing. It's a moment which is charged with passion, excitement, and a great moment. All these words are emotion expressing words. And here the words fail. That's why again I thank you, because it has to be very brief. I cannot afford to be elaborate. And what I would say that you have attachment to the root or rooted. You are rooted in the, or you are attached with the ground, with the people, not only here in and around Gorakhpur, in the state of UP or in other states of India, but also the beautiful film that we saw just now, Lahore Spiti. And being attached there actually provides you with an opportunity to go deep into the problem and to solve it. So that's the reason for this institute to not only exist, not only to have this new birth, but also to grow over a period of time. And while you will be attempting to solve a problem, do call experts like me, Dr. Sanjay Mahendale, listen to them, because we will say what cannot be done and why it cannot be done. And then you do it, because we don't know it all. The only thing that I'm trying to say, that you are connected to the ground. So if you go deep in, I'm sure you'll be able to find the problem that experts like us might not. So sometimes experience could be really counterproductive, or could be like an obstacle. And before I end, I will say that I had an opportunity. There is a book very recently published, of course, written by Professor Dr. Balram Bhagat, and the name of the book is Going Viral. So I had an opportunity while the book was in the process of making to go through the proof reading one of your colleagues wrote something very beautiful. You know, everybody talks about the hard work, COVID-19, this and that, and one of your colleagues was describing the same. But he was also describing late night, in the middle of the night. God didn't know that we were serving the nation. So they should be kind to us. So I loved it. Because you know, it got much better. Because never get detached from life, never get detached from population. So I will end, of course, each one of us has limitations. Each institute will have its limitations. But somebody said something very, very important. You know, what is your limitation? That is exactly what you set for yourself. You push it, your limitation is gone. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Health research and pandemic preparedness. So I will request Yogesh to kindly put the slide so that we can do the inauguration by Dr. Bhargav. Yogesh.
Very emotional moment for all of us. And I think it's a great day for all of us. Great day for all of you, great day for all of you, great day for all of us, great day for ICMR, great day for India, and congratulations to you. At the outset, I would like to thank the beloved and passionate and dynamic director, Dr. Rajnika, for building this brand new institute within a span of 3 years. And I'd like to also congratulate our brand new additional DG, Dr. Samilan Panda. Thank you so much for being there always. The perfect gentleman that I have yet to find a better gentleman, Dr. Sanjay Mahendle, our previous additional DG. Thank you so much for coming and blessing all of us. I think his role has been vital in providing land for this institute at 1 rupee. I think that is excellent. Thank you so very much, and I think that is how this is. I'd also like to welcome the directors of ICMR institutes who have physically come, Dr. Pandey, Dr. Anisha, and Dr. Yuri Gupta, ex-director of Jalma. Thank you for coming and blessing all of us, sharing the joy, sharing the pleasure, and all the directors who have joined by virtually for blessing us and joining us and sharing the joy of this ICMR family. I also like to thank Dr. Mr. Sri Lakshmi Narayan, who has been there always, right from the NIV days to the NIV field unit, to the NIV sub-unit, to the RMRC. He has been now at headquarters helping us in every way. Thank you so very much. I think it's becoming a vote of thanks rather than a before. Sorry about that, but that's the truth. That is the truth. And I would also, first of all, congratulate all the youngsters who have put in their blood, sweat and tears to build this huge institution. It is an opportunity of a lifetime, and I always say that ये कर्म भूमि है, इसमें अगर करने को कुछ मिल जाए तो it's a joy, and that is great for India, and if you can build that institute. So now the work has been done in terms of blood, sweat and tears, but more important, the actual work also starts now, because now you have to show and account for what has been the government has given, what has been given to you as a blessing. And I always feel if I was 30-40 years younger with this kind of a building, what a joy it would have been to work in it as a young scientist. Phenomenal, I think, opportunity for all of you. Phenomenal opportunity for India, and I think this millennium belongs to us, and you people have to take it along and build it in such a way that you are leading the world. Not only leading India, but leading the world. The JEAA story, the scrub typhus story, the doxycycline story, which you have shown in this building, or even before that, I think is phenomenal. What you will show with this building, I think will be endless. You have full support, from the ICMR headquarters in every which way, whatever we can do, whatever we can help out, and being part of this Baba Ramdev Medical College. There is no dearth of clinical material, there is no dearth of training, there is no dearth of interaction, and I think the biggest advantage is that you are in ecosystem. Building an ecosystem like this may take a generation, but you have it ready there. You have the patients, you have the labs, you have the capacity, you have the scientists, you have the doctors, you have the field work to be done. So much field work to be done in this area, in Purvanchal area. I think sky is the limit. But again, don't be daunted by this huge problem. I think solve it bit by bit, and I think you will win the battle and win the war. It's easy, it can be done. Wish you all the best. Congratulations again.
Giving us and guiding our path for upcoming years. So now today's next program is the felicitation of our employees who have been serving the RMRC Gorakhpur for more than 10 years, and they have been here as founder of the RMRC Gorakhpur from NIV Field Unit, Pune. And I would like to invite Professor Dr. Balram Bhargava to felicitate our scientists who have been working at the institute for more than 10 years, who has been working here for more than 13 years.
Because of His blessings, we are all here, and this is a joyful day for us to remember. On behalf of the entire RMRC team, I would extend my heartiest gratitude and thanks to our Honorable Director General Dr. Balram Bhargava for gracing this occasion despite of his busiest schedule and blessing us and guiding us how an institute which has done so much in a such short time can make big achievements in a coming time. Thank you. I thank Dr. Sanjay Mehendle sir for being here and blessing us and also guiding us how we can encourage the other young scientists as well as develop this institute for a better public health research. I thank Dr. Samiran Panda sir for his presence and also telling us, being a scientist, it is also important to have the sense of liveliness. Just for you, sir, the quote that was about dog bite was it was shared, sir. We were actually chased by the dogs at night during the COVID duty times. I also extend my heartiest thanks to Mr. Vivek Thakurji for gracing us and also emphasizing how the building has come up in such a short, long time, despite of all the COVID pandemic lockdowns and other situations and also the conditions in this part of the India. Apart from that, all the dignitaries on the stage, I also thank many of the guests who have come us to grace us on this occasion. Dr. Lakshmi Narayan sir, he has been an instrumental hand holding since the field unit when I was a part of the NIV as a OIC to seeing the field unit getting converted to RMRC here, as well as Dr. D.K. Srivastav sir and Dr. Mahima Mittal and the other faculty members who have joined us from the BRD Medical College. They have been an instrumental support and backbone for the research work that is being carried at RMRC Gorakhpur. I thank other guests who are connected to virtually. I also thank the Gorakhpur administration for helping us in conducting this event and also blessing us, the BRD Medical College faculty as well as the media persons who are here and who are making this event and getting it on the public platform. Not but least, coming to the RMRC team, the day is entirely a memory for all of us. The entire RMRC team, it may be the Safai Karamchari to the director. It has been an instrumental thing under the leadership of our director, Dr. Rajnikant sir. He has been instrumental in getting the work done at the earliest, and what we see today is a dream that has done, and also the dream to getting it inaugurated by our PM Narendra Modi ji. And it's really good to see how dreams get converted into reality. Under his guidance, as well as all the support by the entire team, with the scientific colleague team, my administrative team, the security, the maintenance, the housing, the entire team has worked together. What we see today is the work and the effort that each one has put up. And I congratulate them all on this union, that this is our day and we will remember this for a long time. It is always said that no matter what language you speak, a kind and a smiling thank you is always speaks to everyone's heart. So a thank you from my deep heart to all of you. Thank you, shukriya, dhanyawad. Lady behind it. So I thank Veena Srivastava ma'am for thank you, ma'am.
Some big announcement, because we are lucky we have some of the building committee members here right now. Dr. Ashish Sharma, Dr. D.K. Srivastava, Dr. U.D. Gupta, they are physically present. So I will request they can come forward, they can receive their memento by the hand of our beloved DG ICMR, Dr. Balram Bhargava. And sir, what we have realized, if you want to do for your country, if you want to do for your region, and that has been possible for us, that we have been able to set up this building here.
Sir, hello sir, yes.
Thank you.
सेंटर से एकदम बोल के